Okay. Is it better now? Kramer, thank you for the follow, my man. Where are these angelic voices coming from? Okay. Anyway, welcome to MLD Monday. It is episode number 12. You'd think we'd have this down by now. Oh, well. Anyway, I'm completely thrown off. My entire thing has been destroyed. I am glad the computer is going to be mildly replaced very, very soon. Because I'm not sure why the webcam did not register, but apparently it's working now. Anyway, starting off today, we have a wonderful new segment that I like to call the Flippers Coin Flip Topic of the Night. Who put that dolphin in here? Mercy. Too much dolphin. Anyway, Flippers Coin Flip Topic of the Night. I take two topics suggested by you, the fans, in the Discord, and they go up against each other in a coin flip battle. This coin flip battle, of course...
Epic fail.
Apparently I failed. This coin flip battle is going to be between the subjects suggested by Asmi and Mateo. It's 4v4 competitive versus the importance of watching film, doing film study on your opponents. But anyway, both are topics that I like the idea of, and I would love to spend a 5-minute segment on, but I can only spend enough time to do one of them. So, that is why we do the coin flip, done by Flipper. Would you knock it off? And we find out who will get their topic talked about today on MLD Monday. Anyway, heads will go with Asmi's 4v4 conversation, and tails, Mateo will get his importance of film study. But anyway, too bad I do not have Google Voice. I'd just be like, oh, hey, could you flip a coin? Instead, I have to use a physical coin. Heads, tails. It is heads. So we are going to be talking about 4v4 Rocket League in ranked. Oh no. Here. Mercy. Yeah, it actually landed on my keyboard, but it landed flat. So it ended up landing really badly. I was really hoping for a nice noise here. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, here! Yeah. It's still heads. But anyway, we're going to be talking about 4v4. Now, those of us who love... Mage of Exodus says, no, I'm leaving if that's the subject. It's okay. Keep suggesting subjects and we will get to them eventually. Everybody's already left. Oh well. The subject of today's Flipper's coin flip. Ooh. Well, thanks for dropping the follow before you leave, Mage. But anyway, the subject of today's coin flip was the 4v4 Rocket League. And most of us know it as Chaos. It is unranked usually, and it can be an absolute nightmare. Some of us literally do have nightmares from 4v4 Rocket League, but I have a mildly different opinion. I really think that if Psyonix got behind it and actually put a little bit of interest into it, maybe use the old mid-season mayhem and do it as a 4v4, involve the subs and or managers of teams that are currently in the RLCS, it could be an extremely interesting venture. I want you to just imagine for a moment the evil geniuses. Wait. How many J's do we have? Alright. Anyway. But yeah, if they did something like pushing it with mid-season mayhem, it'd be really, really fun in my opinion. I want you to take, for example, Evil Geniuses, a team that's an extremely physical team, and add an extra player who doesn't necessarily have to keep a fourth rotation per se. You can do a 3-man rotation and then have somebody who's just going ham on trying to disrupt your opponent's rotation. If actually used in an extremely strategic sense, I think 4v4 Rocket League could be extremely fun. But there is a lot of things that you would have to do to make it much more viable than it is. Of course, the 4v4 that we all know, the unranked chaos mode, everybody's ball chasing. Half the people whiff, the other half usually hit the ball, and then somebody's usually there to make sure that no goals go in. It could be an extremely defensive game mode, or an extremely offensive game mode, or offensive game mode if you really dislike it. But I do think that 4v4 Rocket League could make sense in a lot of cases. But they definitely need to put professional ideology behind it before they allow the plebes, as it were, to go ham in a ranked 4v4 discussion. So as far as competitive 4v4, I think that would probably be one of the most interesting things I've ever watched. But the problem with that is 4v4 as it is right now, definitely not something that you want to put into a ranked category. Because you thought you were frustrated before with your teammates. Just wait till all 3 of them are chasing after the ball. Oh, no, I missed it. I hate it when you double hit a key. That's the one thing I will criticize Elgato Stream Deck about so far. I need to get used to how light and fluffy the keys are. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight we start out with something extremely interesting. We are going to try to do a show match on stream. All the while, I'll be doing my interview process. This is kind of an experiment, making a way towards what I plan on doing in the off-season, which is actually, the plan is to make showed match Mondays while we are not in the middle of MLD. Of course, MLD Monday would kind of run its course during the off-season if I'm trying to interview people who may or may not want a break. But if we actually have show matches, one, it fills in the gap of, okay, there's something that I'd like to be doing right now, but I can't because the MLD is not going on. So, if we have show matches on a weekly basis, we might be able to entertain the masses, although it would only be on a weekly basis. But hey, more details about that coming in the future, of course. Make sure you check out the Discord link below. Get in the Discord, get involved. The rules and regulations will show up very, very soon for Show Match Mondays. But tonight we have for you the Ducks Platinum League. It is Chris P. and Rage going up against Kramer, and Porkchop is going to be in for BTK Hale, who's not able to make it. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to this matchup. We're going to get into Spectate. I don't have too much up and ready to go as far as production value goes. And it's something that I will be working on in the future as we move forward on show matches. So this game is going to get underway. You have the Ducks and the Wizards. Definitely going to be a fun one. I am going to work on getting Blackwatch in, and that's I think what a lot of people are for. They are really interested in getting a council member in on MLD Monday. Of course, Jay already was in, but Jay, we already know Jay's toxic, and never mind. I'm going to dig a hole from here. Anyway. So my first guest on the day, as we have the show match going on, is an MLD council member. He has been 2 full seasons, I know for sure, in the MLD. I believe he came in season 4. He can correct me if I'm wrong in a moment. That is correct. Ha ha! But he is the captain of the Jets, now stepped down captain of the Jets. Blackwatch, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing tonight, Kendo?
Man, oh man, I'm doing pretty good. We have a lot of failure. We have a lot of interesting things going on.
I can talk to you about failure if you'd like. We can.
I know. Oh,
that's
man.
an interesting place to start, but I'm certainly willing.
Well, we can go ahead and start there if you would like. I feel bad about it.
You're
but
the show master. You tell me what to do. So.
Yeah, but I appreciate you coming on. Blackwatch, of course, you're the captain of the Champ League. Ooh. Somebody just subscribed. Oh, wait, no, Bits. Never mind. Hey, Cracer, thanks for the bits. Sorry about that. At least now I know that the new... I set up the bits, or I set up donations and bits to be a little bit different now. So I'm like, oh, hey, I haven't had that notification yet. You're
just going to entice him to donate more, man. You got to be careful.
I hope not. I hope not. It gets out of control, and then all of a sudden I start crying, and then the interview goes absolutely nowhere. It actually happened one episode. It was extremely funny. At the same time, amazing.
Worth the support. So yeah. I approve.
We definitely do appreciate the support. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Blackwatch, you're the captain of the Champ League Jets. You guys had a 36-34 record, if I remember correctly.
We did. That is what we finished after last night's game.
It was literally a 3-way tie with the Lightning and the Hawks for the last wild card spot.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Can you believe that? After 70 games, right? It comes down to literally 3 teams being tied.
Yeah. I do know in the chat, the voice channel for casting, after we had went off air, and of course I mentioned it during the cast as well, somebody needs to make sure that the rulebook is on lockdown from Blackwatch.
Well, if you want the inside scoop on that one, unfortunately, the rulebook is a Google Doc, and I do not have edit permissions to that Google Doc. So it was on Lock and Key. Gaming Bear, he saw ahead. He saw ahead in this one. He made sure I couldn't go in and subtly alter any tie-break rules that had already been set. So my efforts in that regard were fruitless.
But no. given the rule there, I found it extremely interesting because you guys tied against the Hawks in the division. Both of you, I believe, had a 3-2 split.
So actually, if you look at the Hawks and us, we beat the Hawks 4-1 in week 2.
That is true.
And we lost 2-3. That was Donnelly and Durr in week 13. So yeah, we actually won the season series against them 6-4.
The direct head-to-head was you guys, and I know you had them in the division record as well, which is the 3rd tiebreaker. The problem is the way the rules are written. If there's a 3rd team in there, it throws a wrench into the entirety of everything.
Man, I'm gonna kick myself for this because I'm not gonna joke. I wrote those rules back when I came up with the tiebreakers at the beginning of the season because in MLD, there's always talk about tiebreakers. We've had this before. Like this morning, there was a 300 message discussion on tiebreakers in help desk. But even previous to that, there's been tiebreaker talk constantly, and so after a lot of it, especially after season 5, I think I took a lot of it to heart and tried to make up a system that was as fair as I could think of, given the scheduling that we had in Champ League, especially where every team plays each other, but obviously the division rivals play each other twice. So that's where that system at least came from initially.
Any chances that after something like this, where a team that some would argue was the better team did not make it in, that the rule might change?
It's tough. I mean, better team, of course. It's a subjective thing in the end, especially when all 3 teams end up with the exact same record. You know, maybe some teams had a better A roster, some teams had a better overall group of 4 in terms of skill. You know, it's hard to say who was the best. I think that was kind of the idea behind the tiebreak rules as they're written, was about, let's just look at the games between these teams, get rid of everything else, and just look at how they played against each other, because that just felt like the fairest way to go, I guess. And that was the original kind of theory behind the rules as we wrote them. I'm actually just looking them up now because they're complicated. There's quite a lot of lines in these tiebreak rules, so I have to it takes up almost an entire page of the rule book.
I know. I took a look at them myself, and then of course I sighed because after the beatdown that you guys put down the Aviators in the regular season finale, I can't help but wonder, were the Aviators breathing a sigh of relief that they didn't have to go through that again?
I mean, yeah, the Aviators definitely were in a good position for themselves, given that they were clinched. It's always a nice feeling, I guess, as a team going into a series when you've got the clinch on lock, so you don't have that stress. But from our perspective, we were just trying to go out and finish our season on a high note. We had crunched all the numbers before the game. I think actually we crunched them after the end of week 13, and we knew, based on, obviously, because I knew the tiebreak rules pretty well, we knew we weren't going to be able to get in just based on how the records were standing, even if we 5-0'd and the Lightning got 0-5'd, as is what happened. So we just wanted to go out and end our season on a really positive note. And that was kind of the mindset Dur and I went in with.
And you definitely did.
Yeah, it went well. It was a fun game to play too. I mean, I would honestly say, like, the result is a bit more lopsided than it certainly felt at the time. I mean, there were 2 overtimes. I think only one or two games were more than a goal difference. So it was a pretty close series, more so than a 5-0 would suggest.
Yeah, absolutely. Stats wise, throughout the season, I'm always someone who's very interested in stats. You had
oh, you're telling me, man.
Well, yes, I know you're the spreadsheet wizard, as it were. Definitely the creator of about 89% of our spreadsheets. I know. I know Cloud helps. True. Cloud definitely helps a little bit. I think you try to model yours off of Cloud's.
Cloud does really, really good with the advanced stats. He's got the brain for the game. Obviously, that's why he's been involved with it for so long. So yeah, he's made up that advanced stats worksheet, spreadsheet, which is really nice. So yeah, it takes the stats that I enter from the scorecards. Myself, I did most of them. Feisig did a couple as well. So that was kind of me and him doing those, and then Cloud analyzes them in a bit more depth. I would say gives some insights.
Then this is a personal question for me. What happened to the record books? Did they actually get rid of them public view, or?
So the record books are on the spreadsheet. I think they haven't been updated on the website. So who's in charge of the website? Maybe it's me. I've been keeping track of the records at least. So if you, on my stats, MLD official stats spreadsheet, I have updated all of the records that were broken this season. At least in Plat League. Obviously in Champ League, the council has said from the beginning that we're going to keep that as we view Champ League as an entirely new entity, and Plat League is essentially the continuation of the previous 5 seasons of MLD. So those records from the previous seasons are continuing, but only for the Plat League players, at least for this season. So yeah, if you look at it, the Rhinos this season got themselves third place on the records, kicking out what was held by the season 5 Spartans, but the season 4 Ducks are still top in overall win-loss and goals in a season and assists in a season. So
which is none
of that.
But we don't talk about that team anymore. Who cares about them?
Yeah, who was on that team even?
I don't even know. Nobody important, I hope. It's not like they're good or anything. But anyway.
No, they're just at the top of 3 of the team records. No big deal.
Yeah, not at all. But I do want to ask a couple questions. Of course, I am talking to Blackwatch, MLD council member, former Jet, now stepping down, as you announced earlier. And then
Oof, yes.
yeah, we'll talk about that just a little bit, but make sure if you have questions for Blackwatch, you can ask them in the chat. I'm writing them down as I see them, folks. So
should I keep the chat open?
If you'd like to, you can, but
no.
I might save you from a couple of them.
Okay, thanks.
I'm
not
going to save you from this one, though. Inanimate J asks to ask you about the MLD HR Rule 1.
Well, that's an interesting question to ask there, Jay, because I'm fairly certain, based on the general decorum rules of MLD, I'm actually not allowed to say that right now. What MLD HR Rule 1 is, just to give you a sense, the council chat can get interesting sometimes, and that would be a good example of that. But let's sum it up. Rule 1 of MLD HR is Blackwatch is awesome. I think that would about sum it up. Yeah,
Blackwatch.
I can't wait to see Jay's response to that.
Is awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's.
I guess I should ask.
Meme one to start.
What is rule number 2 then? If Blackwatch is awesome.
You're gonna have to ask Jay, because I'm fairly certain he's the one creating the. I don't do HR. I'm an engineer by trade. Human resources completely alien to me. This is not my field. I make spreadsheets. I do math. That's my thing.
Well, let's go back to what I wanted to talk about really quick. We'll do math really quick. You had 1.8 goals a game, just over an assist per game, 1.37 saves per game, and 4.2 shots per game. Really good stats, but of course the one that I always love to pay attention to is the assists per game. Anyone who can get over an assist per game has my heart. I appreciate that. I've always had a great respect for people who can pass, and then your vision on the field seems to be top notch. Is that a camera setting that you do that with, or do you just mentally keep track of everyone? How do you actually pass the ball as well as you do?
Yeah, so, I mean, I have almost 2,000 hours in this game at this point. I've been playing for a while, and as I've racked up the years gone by in Rocket League, I kind of solidified my play style, and I found that good results often come from when, especially in twos, when there's only 4 players in the field, kind of keeping a mental tally of where everyone is, at least as best as you can at the high speed of play. It's good because it not only it helps you to know, oh, my teammate will be here, so I can just shoot the ball in this general direction, and maybe something good will happen. But also keeping tabs on the opposition, so you know when you have to kind of back off or when you have a chance to push. But the biggest credit, I think, in those assist numbers has to go to my teammates. Obviously, Dirk, Kunix, and Donnelly, who I played with this season. Those guys know how to finish a pass. Let's just put it that way. They're all very skilled offensive players, and they showed that this season in quite a lot of their games. So, I mean, they made it easy for me. Like, a lot of the time, I would just, boom a ball upfield or over across on an infield pass, and they know what to do with that, and that makes my numbers look good. So, I'll give them a lot of the credit for that.
Yeah. And it's definitely good to have a team that's been together. I love the fact that the Jets coming into the season were a team of... They were a team that essentially stuck together from Season 5. Both in the Plat League and the Champ League, you guys kind of divided up perfectly together, and somehow almost everybody ended up on the same team.
Yeah, well, I mean, we really enjoyed playing together last season. So just for context, Season 5 was the first season the Jets were an expansions team in Season 5. and the captain was Springy, and so him and I was the coach at that time. So since I was actually too high ranked to play in the MLD in season 5, I hit Diamond 1 before the season started, and that was when the rank cap was Plat 3. Those are the days. And so yeah, Springy and I worked together, and we scouted hard before that season 5 draft, and we found 2 players we thought were really going to do well for us. And lo and behold, that was a great season. We did really well, and that was with Sith Droid, now Kunix, and Dur. And then moving into this season with the introduction of Champ League, I was not too high ranked now to play, and wanted to finally get into the action. So I took on the captain role and retained Dur. Now, it was kind of a weird quirk with Kunix, aka Sith Droid, since he was playing on what I would characterize as a potato PC for season 5, barely getting 40 frames per second, which finally, unfortunately, died on him just a little bit after the playoffs were over. And he was unable to play from the beginning of the season because he didn't have a PC; he only had an Xbox. So it was actually, credit where credit is due, Cracerlink in the chat there. I'm sure he's lurking or posting actively. Through his work, actually managed to find a used PC that he shipped to Kunix, and I contributed my graphics card to that effort, and we got Kunix back on a PC, and he was once again eligible to play in MLD because of that. And then we got the old team back together with me, Dur, and Kunix on the Champ League squad.
Man, oh man. Owen Wilson had something to say about that. He threw a couple wows in there, because that's a team.
Yeah. Oh man, like we talk about camaraderie, like especially with the new. So the Plat League actually is all new players. Kev Beast was a new captain this year, and KD and Cracer were both new to the MLD this season. And man, like those guys, along with us from the previous season, Dur and Kunix and me, and Donnelly as well, like. There's just so much kind of camaraderie there. We formed a really tight-knit unit playing together. I mean, we would do in-house scrims all the time, Plat versus Champ, like all sorts of fun things. We did a 1v1 tournament against like everyone on the team played against each other in a 1v1 bracket. So we had a really good time this season just hanging out. It was really fun.
I know, talking to Cracer, there was definitely a very good sense of team camaraderie for the Jets, and it showed. In a lot of cases. I know a match that was not shown on stream that you showed on your own personal stream just this last week, the 3-2 loss to the Ducks in, I think it was week 13?
That was week 12.
Week 12,
yeah,
excuse me.
2 weeks ago. Yep.
But yeah, 2 weeks ago, you guys took the Ducks. I believe it was a Game 5 overtime too, wasn't it?
Not quite overtime. It was Game 5. I think it was about a minute and a half left when Mateo scored a wonder goal to put them up 2-1. It was 2-2 in Game 5 as well. The series was tied 2-2. And man, I can't. Full credit to Mateo. That goal was impossible to save. He did good. But it's on my Twitch channel if you all want to go watch it. It was actually a really good series.
Yeah, definitely check that out. You can check out Blackwatch on twitch.tv. Blackwatch. I know you got the TV taken out of there. No, you had RL it for a little bit too.
Yeah, I saw twitch.tv/Blackwatch wasn't taken. I went and scooped that up.
Good job. I know it's hard to get those sometimes.
Yeah, actually. So.
But yeah. Oh man. So going forward, I guess for the Jets, I know you're planning in the statement put out by the Jets Twitter, you said that you are going to be in the background, still staying on. Can you disclose what sort of position you're going to be within the Jets organization?
To be honest, I don't even really know. I mean, I don't want to reveal too much behind the council curtain in terms of like what we're planning for the next season, but at this point, there hasn't been any definitive decisions. If there was a definitive decision, it would have been announced, right? So depending on what the structure of MLD looks like next year, there could be different options. But what I'm saying there, and I wrote the tweet on the Jets account, just in case there's any confusion there. That was me. As an aside here, I don't know what it is, but it's something about like the fact that it feels like an official team Twitter that makes me want to write in like the third person and talk about myself as if I'm not writing the tweets. Anyway, but yeah, the idea there was just I know I'm not going to be committing my time to actually playing as I did this season, just because I found over the course of the 14-week season that, at least for my personal my personal feeling, if I'm gonna play, I want to commit really, really hard to playing at the highest level I can. If I'm not committed hard to being as good as good of a teammate as possible and improving my own skill, I just don't think it's worth for me to take up a roster spot. I think that I should be either trying my very hardest or helping other people kind of reach their goals. So basically, yeah, I don't know exactly what that'll be, but I know if I'm in MLD, and I will be a part of MLD for as long as I can picture, I will be affiliated with the Jets organization in some way. I won't be jumping ship. There's no leaving.
Absolutely. You sound exactly like me.
Yeah, right?
Post the Ducks, and I kind of stepped down from MLD for the exact same reason as far as being a player, because I didn't have the time to grind to keep up with everybody, and everybody was getting a lot better at a lot faster than I was. And if I already didn't feel like I had the time, there was no way I was going to be able to compete at that champ league level that everybody is just impressing me with. But yeah, it's opened up a lot of doors, of course. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about Blackwatch, the captain and MLD council member. But man, oh man. Cracer wanted me to ask you a question.
Oh no! All right, okay, I'm ready.
I love the fact.
Let me take a sip of water first.
Yeah, Cracer's actually. Cracer, is that you? Cracer? But
oh, no.
No. Okay, no. He isn't here. That was just his dolphin. For some reason, his dolphin was trying to ask the question for him.
Is this some meme I don't understand?
You don't want to know about the meme.
All right, I won't ask.
There are memes that go too far. This one is borderline that.
All right.
But anyway.
Understandable.
I'm trying to make it my own meme. And it's not working. In fact,
Genesis of a meme.
It's bad. It's really, really bad. But anyway. Cracer wants me to ask... Well, I want to look at the exact wording of this, because literally...
I'm worried.
Yeah. Apparently he calls you daddy?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Do I have an authoritative sounding voice? I don't know. Like, I don't know what started this.
I do have a question involving your voice later on, but we won't go there yet.
All right. Well, yeah, this originated in the Jet Cord, as we call it, the Jets Discord, and I don't know. You know, I guess Cracer seems to put onto me some sort of idea of a father figure, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. And I think he knows that, and I think that unfortunately is egging him on. So I'm very aware of all of that.
This definitely sounds like Cracer in a nutshell. I completely understand. So I apologize if that does make you a little bit uncomfortable. So
it's fine. I've come to terms with it. I mean, it's a little bit silly to me, because I mean, I'm not even the one who was actually coaching the Plat League team this season. That was Kunix. Kunix was in their voice chat and coaching them the whole time. So why I get the title, I don't know. Kunix is the real father figure, in my opinion.
Yeah, but we will definitely try to keep him under wraps.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. I've done all I can in the Jet Court, so.
Anyway, mercy. I do have to ask though. This is more of a personal question from me, because it just comes from listening to your voice. You have an extremely smooth delivery. Have you ever thought of being a caster?
A smooth delivery. Whoa. Yeah, I just thought you were going to say I have some sort of like Canadian accent or something. But every time I try and pretend like I do, everyone's like, you just sound like an American. So, yeah, that one's dead in the water. I mean, there's lots of opportunities in Rocket League. I haven't thought about that one seriously yet, but I mean, given that I won't be a player, it's certainly something that I'd be open to exploring. I think I need to upgrade some hardware. To be honest, I'm on a boom mic on my headphones right now, so that's not exactly the best.
That might be
Hardware.
the best sounding boom mic I have ever heard in my life.
It is a good one. Honestly, I'll plug it. V-Moda Boom Pro. Yeah, it just plugs into a 3.5 millimeter jack on your headphones. It's a pretty good mic, all things considered. So I'll give it a plug.
Definitely check that out. I hashtag sellout, of course. But
Yeah, hashtag sellout. I'm getting paid, by the way.
Definitely check that out, because if this is a boom mic, this is definitely the best boom mic I have ever heard to be ever connected to a set of headphones. But anyway.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know exactly what I'm gonna have time for. It's been tough this season scheduling for me, as my team will attest to. I'm usually the one on the latest. I won't be on until like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night Eastern time. So finding the time for me going forward, I think, is gonna be tough. And that was part of the reason why I stepped down. But I definitely want to keep exploring other opportunities within MLD and Rocket League in general, because I love MLD and I love Rocket League, man. It's my favorite game. So,
Cardinal also had a question. I'm not 100% sure where the question is coming from, because it mentions the MLD Rumble, which I'm 95% sure was an April Fool's joke.
Hey,
but
you guys...
first off, can you confirm that this is an April Fool? That was an April Fool's joke, and there is not a Rumble League coming up.
I can't confirm anything, man. Like, I know as much as all of you. Okay, nothing was posted in council chat. There's no back channel secret memeing going on. Like this. Like, I have no more information than you. I can't comment. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's final answer. I'm gonna stick with that.
Interesting.
I have no comment.
No, but he was talking about that and how it would extend the off season, but he was also talking about how the seasons tend to burn out the council to some extent. He was wondering how that would relate to that, but I kind of want to formulate a question based off of that.
Sure.
This is your first season on the council, if I remember correctly.
Definitely.
And
Yep.
are you feeling burnt out at all, being a player and a council member and everything else? I think you've kind of answered that question, but this is a more direct version of the question.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I was feeling a little bit burnt out as a player, but again, that was stemming more back to my desire to, if I'm going to be competing, and I feel like a lot of players in the MLD do take the competition aspect of it quite seriously. I mean, that's the fun of it. We're all mid to upper mid tier players. We're not pros, and we just want an environment where we can actually compete hard and feel like there's meaning to the things we're competing in. And so I was feeling a little bit burnt out from that grind, I would say. But from council, not so much. I mean, I did quite a lot of work back before the season started. So I think I was added to council in November of 2017 or sometime in the fall. And I put in a lot of work to start building these spreadsheets that we've been using this season. But once they were built, I mean, they kind of just work. I enter the stats. I'm really, really fast on my number pad now at entering stats. Like, I'm lightning quick. But other than that, yeah, lightning. Yeah.
I'm not sure if this was a pun or a joke.
I'm not hockey quick though.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
Of course,
I mean,
Jay retorting in chat, he did nothing. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah, I did nothing. I mean, let's see here. I'm just gonna check real quick. So I won't take credit for all of these because Feisig did some. But if we count the number of individual stat lines that were generated just in Champ League this season, it's 3,361 stat lines that we had to enter manually this season.
Wow.
But no, he's right. I did nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Chat. No, I did. Oh. I mean, I think part of it, so I kind of evolved into this role of the stats guy. I mean, that was what I was doing before I was put on council. I was building spreadsheets initially to help Cathexis with managing the large amounts of, like, because MLD was growing exponentially. I joined in, maybe not exponentially, but very, very quickly. I joined in the very early weeks of season 4. And at that time, like Cathexis was going and checking everyone's Rocket League tracker profile manually to update salaries, just to give a sense of how it worked at that time. And I could quickly see as the expansion plans were looming and all of this was kind of on the horizon that system was not going to be sustainable, at least in my opinion, for the league and for Cathexis himself.
Yes.
So I kind of devised a system to make it easier on him. Initially, we had just a spreadsheet that was doing some imports that pulled people's Rocket League tracker information automatically, so you didn't have to go check it. But then Feisig, as he's actually a software engineer and I'm just a mechanical engineer who doesn't actually code that well, Feisig came up with a system. I mean, we got access to the actual Psionics API, and then Feisig wrote some code to automatically pull from that and put it into the spreadsheet. So now, by our powers combined, we've created a very easy system for checking salaries, at least for this season. So yeah, just kind of building those back-end systems that a lot of people don't see too much or only interface a bit, but just help the council, I guess, get stuff done a little bit quicker is kind of the idea of what I've been trying to help with over my time in council. But now that I'm not a player, there's a lot more time to invest, I think, in behind-the-scenes stuff. So we'll have to see what comes of that.
The chat is actually taking over the conversation right now.
Oh, dear.
I'll actually read just a tiny bit of it. If you have any more questions for Blackwatch, feel free to ask them now, as we are going to be closing up this portion of the sequence. But Ducks tying it up at 2-2. We're going to go into a game 5 in our show match.
You're giving me nightmares, Kendo. I don't want to think of that again. That's my week 12 nightmare. Oh, that was a great series. I don't actually have nightmares.
Yeah, wow. But yeah, the chat currently, the Big J, does the MLD ever plan on instituting a solid rule on memes? I personally find them offensive and would like them completely removed from the league. Of course, that's a gigantic kappa. I feigned timing out the Big J, but that got a lot of oofs. Jay, of course, comes in. He actually wants to ban memes, to be quite frank. I completely disagree. How valid do you think that is? Do you think Jay legitimately wants to ban memes, or would he actually ban himself?
You see, Jay is on the next level from everyone else when it comes to memes. He's literally memeing about banning memes. That's like 4D chess of memes right there. You see, like Jay is in the tesseract of memes right now. No, memes will not be banned unless they are toxic, and I can guarantee that. And you know why? Because Jay has a yellow name, and the red names make the final decisions. We're just the yellow names. You know what? He's gonna kick me out of the Discord again for that, because someone gave him in the MLD Discord the power to kick out council members, because he's got this role. It's his production manager. It's above council, and so he can kick me out. It's already happened once. I expect it to happen again soon.
Man, oh man, yeah, he says he has as much power as a red name. Oh
yeah.
My. Anyway.
Yeah.
He just probably likes yellow more.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
sure.
blame
Yeah.
him.
I'm sure that's the reason. Of course. No, that's definitely the reason.
But anyway. Man, oh man.
I'd like to see what the community response would be. Maybe that should have been the April Fool's post. His memes are now completely and entirely banned from the MLD Discord.
Wait a minute. You just confirmed it was an April Fool's post.
I don't know. I didn't say anything about any April Fool's post that happened. I'm saying what should have been an April Fool's post.
I guess the final question, Cracer jumping in, he is asking about the 1v1 scrims.
Any in particular? I can't remember. I mean, the last 1v1 I did was against Cracer, and I believe I beat him 9-2. So if you're asking about that, I don't know. I've lost quite a few 1v1s though in time. Let's not get this twisted. I've lost quite a few. Not that many to Cracer though, so I don't know exactly what he's talking about.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the question just a little bit closer.
Now Cracer, of course, will bring up the fact.
Apparently there was a 1v1 tourney that you mentioned earlier. He'd lay it.
Oh, yes.
Do you mind going into a little more detail about how that went?
Yeah, sure. So it was, I believe it was Cracer's idea. I don't think it was my idea. But someone in the Jets Discord came up with the idea, hey, we should take all of us, Plat League and Champ League, and just do a 1v1 tournament against each other. And like we seeded it based on, I guess, who we thought was the best. And then ran a 1v1 bracket, which ended with me and Kunix playing in the final in a best of 7. It was just kind of a fun thing we did between the team to kind of, I think it was pretty early in the season, you know, one of those fun things you do just to build some team camaraderie. We had a good time with it. It was pretty funny.
So who in the end was the grand champion? Was there anything interesting that did happen in that 1v1 tournament?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to think. I gotta go find the bracket. It's buried deep in our Discord somewhere. Let me see if I can find it right now. There's so many. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's the bracket. I found it. So we had, oh, no, that's the old bracket. Anyway, basically what happened, I think finals were, was it? Yeah, it was me and Kunix, and we played in a best of 7. I think I faced Cracer in the semifinals, and then Kunix and I played a best of 7. He went up 3-1, but then I came back and won 3 straight to take the 4-3. So it was an exciting series to watch for the 3 people in the lobby with us. It's the only people who watched it, I believe. Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I
highly
really...
recommended for any. Oops, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to highly recommend it for any captains of teams who want to have a fun thing to do with your team early on in the season, to like joke around and have some fun. It was a good idea. It was funny.
Well, yeah. I definitely do appreciate the time that you spent today. Busy schedule, of course, and congratulations on your retirement from the playing in the league, of course.
No, I was very careful with my wording. I didn't use the word retirement.
Nobody wants to be a kendo, right?
I didn't use the word retirement. I just said I wasn't going to be playing next season. That is true. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to close any doors or pull any kendos. Yeah.
Don't pull a kendo.
How many times have you retired? What? Just once? Twice?
Once, technically.
One time, okay.
Because I did technically say I retired at this point in time. But anyway, no, as far as previous, I did say I would take an indefinite leave from playing, and of course everybody interpreted that as I was retiring.
That's true. Anyway. I do remember that. That was misinterpreted. I even went and checked the chat logs, and you were correct. You never said retirement that first time.
But yeah, usually it doesn't matter. People just put retirement in your mouth and make you eat it.
Exactly. So I have to be very careful with my words here. Yes, I chose them carefully.
But yes, Ducks and Wizards right now 2-2 in Game 5. With 1:08 to go. I
gotta pull up the stream.
Does that bring any nightmares to you?
Oh, only a few. Yeah, I can't. Let's not get into it. Oh no.
Yeah,
the Ducks. Yeah, the Ducks are great. They've been a great rival for us this season. We had a really good series against them in Week 3 as well, when it was Donnelly and me versus Bumney and Giant. So I was happy to play the Ducks. Those are some of the best games we played all season, honestly, in terms of competition.
Yeah, very much so. Of course, we got the Baby Ducks going at it with Rage and Chris P. Definitely going to be interesting to see how the Ducks develop from the Season 6. Yeah, who knows?
I'm excited to see all these teams.
Maybe there will be some interesting announcements that come with any new developments in the league.
Yeah, time will tell.
Time will tell. But yeah. I appreciate your time, my friend, and definitely want to do something like this again. Also, to kind of answer Cardinal's question from earlier, I do plan on, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, doing the show match Mondays once the season ends. So that's going to be a method that people can come in and essentially just sit down, get involved with the MLD just a little bit more, set up your own show matches. Again, the details to that are to come. But one of the things I will kind of preview there is I plan on bringing in people that may or may not be casters to co-cast with me as I cast those matches, and it'd be more of a conversational style cast.
That's
so
actually
it's
really
kind of like half interview, half cast, while people get to have showmanship all at the same time. So it'll be a very interesting methodology of making MLD Mondays a little bit different as they are transforming. So game number 5, overtime, and Blackwatch, I do appreciate your time. I'm going to let you go because I kind of want to cast this right now. We
Fair
have
enough.
a game, number 5, overtime.
You get to your art, my man. I will bow out. Thank you very much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you as well. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
So game number 5, overtime. Ball's going to follow to Chris P. Pork Chop challenge. And the corner, Rage will come across to push that ball out. This is for all the marbles, folks. Of course, 2-2. This is the game 5. It all ends here. The Pork Chop will come across in the mid, keeping that ball out. Crispy, great catch. Here's a chance. The flick up and overs up the top bar. Pork Chop comes across and saves the follow-up. Counterattack opportunity. Kramer all the way back towards the mid. Off the backboard. Pork Chop gets the shot towards the net. Crispy, great job to clear it away. Now Crispy brings it up off the backboard. It's centered. Kramer to bring it out. Leaves it for Pork Chop. Gets bumped in the process. Rage gonna clear it back. This is a pass over, but it's not gonna be on target. And Crispy not there in time. Pork Chop pushing this ball into the Duck zone. Rage will sky the ball high. Back into the Wizard zone. Kramer has the ball in the Ducks corner now. So we'll see what he can do there. 50-50, clear away. Minute 47 gone by in the overtime. And uppercase 1, by all means, if you would like to do that, I can see if we can get the Wizards willing to do that. That would be wonderful to do. But I will say the Wizards are my next interview, and I'm hoping on having most of their attention. 2:14 left. Rage gonna pick this ball up. Takes it through the mid, up the wall. Pork Chop there to defend. Halfway through game number 6. Of course, this overtime is Rage! So close, but not able to get contact on the ball. Chris P, though, back in time, takes the control of it. Here's a chance for Kramer. Tries to flick over, but Chris P will get credit for the save here. Rage flicks it into Pork Chop. Ball goes to the side. Kramer lofts the ball up, gets it over. 1! Rage coming back just in time to save that ball. Now this one's cleared all the way back. Dangerous spot. Crispy gets there in time. Up off the corner. Rage comes across. He's able to save here. Touched once again. Foot race back. Kramer will touch this ball up. It's a dangerous spot. Crispy up. He's going to touch it down. Rage Kane takes possession. Tries to get the flick over. It's cleared away. Pork Chop follows the ball here. Chris P in the corner. Loses the touch. Both Wizards committing. Here's a counterattack opportunity, but Pork Chop will speedily get back. 3:48 gone in overtime. Counterattack by Kramer. Quickly pushed to the side by Rage Kane. Kramer now bringing it back. This will be in the corner. Hard touch. This is dangerous, but Crispy will manage to handle it and take it all the way across. Chance at a pass. Kramer picks it up. Just pokes it away. Rage will take control. Demos Kramer. This is a touch out. Pork Chop shot on, and Pork Chop's able to save. 4:26 now, gone in the overtime. We've almost gone through an entire another game. What a show match we have for you today on ML Doubles. Or the MLD Monday. Hey, I can't even talk. They have the colors and everything. What can I say? Pork chop, gonna push this to the side. Apparently I'm getting a co-caster. As Crispy will touch this ball up. Rage. Chance does not get contact.
Hello.
5:13 on the clock. Cracer, what in the world is going on with this match?
I'll tell you what's going on with this match. Everyone is sweating and crying in the comms.
This, if I remember right, you guys are all literally there in general.
Yep.
And Rage will finish it off. The Ducks win. What do you see here, Cracer?
What I see here is near post defense.
That's a good analysis, my friend. Definitely want to make sure you leave a little bit of room, but at the same time, once you commit.
Exactly.
So the Ducks win the show match. And that was an amazing thing of beauty to watch. Man, oh man. Yeah, Cracer, best caster, 100%.
Exactly.
So let's see. We'll go ahead. I am actually going to take a break real quick. But I think I will actually... maybe not. Okay. I was worried because it looked like the pings on the server went completely bad.
Yeah, that's the classic server dying from the new update.
Tunneling, thank you for the follow, my friend.
I hope you appreciate my profile picture.
Well, so why are you a ping sock?
I needed something new. And it's my spirit animal.
Interesting. But yes, absolutely. My goodness. Hey, Cardinal! Thank you, my friend, for the 500-bit cheer.
Ooh, Cardinal wants to get on top of the leaderboard. He wants to earn that love.
Yeah, we literally have Cracer in right now. Cracer, if I leave for a moment, can I trust you not to alienate everyone during a break?
Sure, I'll just talk about dolphins. Oh, I see Thumbs is calling me out for the carry. That's a lot of work.
Anyway, okay. I think we're not gonna let you have your way with the chat, and we might have to kick you out of here while I go on break really quick. But anyway, we'll leave the match up for you here. The little bit of 3 scrim action. We are gonna go to a quick break and be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we are back. It's a short little break there. And I'm going to do something extremely interesting, folks, for this next set. Although, our next set of guests are all part of the Wizards. And I think I might actually go into the general chat to literally bring them in. This is going to get a little bit crazy, a little bit weird, because there are more people in there than I am comfortable with. So, I apologize in advance for what's about to happen to your ears.
Wow.
Okay. Here we go. There are literally 11 people in this chat right now. Are you ready? Here we go.
Is that my dad?
Your cheeks are mine, Chris.
Oh my god.
Oh, Kendo, what's good, fam?
Good lord.
Kendo.
Join you here, my
Kendo,
cheeks
you
are
made this
mine.
mistake. I want you to know.
What a pass by Kramer. He's doing the Lord's work.
I am doing the Lord's work.
Where was this
Oh god,
last
this is...
game? That's what I want to know, Mister. I'm gonna
Chris,
first.
you will never escape my demos.
0 out of 10.
Who let the dolphin in here? Oh my!
Oh my god.
You did.
Now, guys, would I be able to get the champions in?
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, that's us.
No,
Would I be able to
you
pull
can take
them out?
us. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull them
I'm a
out
champion
right
in my
now.
own mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Does that include me, Kappa?
No.
Yes, it does.
No. Oh.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Talk to her tomorrow
Who does it
because
include?
She's busy talking to people.
Porkchop, Kramer.
Yeah, pork chop. That does include you.
Look at Porky.
The actual competition.
That's my bad.
I'm up.
Same place. It's the ballroom.
Oh, I'm actually trash.
It's like.
Oh, wait. Oh,
It's
can you
like
see here?
the end time is 1 o'clock.
Who left? Oh, no, they all got moved up. Never mind.
He is.
Let it go into
Okay.
Hey, now we're at the
Hey,
Wizards, innit?
we moved everybody out. What do you know? So,
Hey.
ladies and gentlemen, that was quite possibly the weirdest transition I have ever done in my life. So,
Yeah, you didn't want to spend any more time in that general chat.
It was great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard something about cheeks, and I didn't know what else to say.
That might have been Kramer.
Yeah,
No, that was Chris.
That was
it was bad. It was bad.
Whiz on him.
Whiz on them.
Yeah.
Wazon?
Whiz on him.
What? No, they've been wazzed on.
They got
They-
whizzed on, but we're currently whizzing on them.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay,
my.
okay. I see now.
So just for the giggles, I might actually get involved in the next one.
Oh, you should.
Ooh, throw me in. Let's do 4v4.
Oh,
no.
let's not. Let's not. We
But
don't have
my
time.
second guests on the night, we have the Platinum League champions. Guys, keep in mind we are on stream, so try to keep it tasteful. Of course.
Kramer, looking at you.
Yo, I gotta say
Yeah,
something.
Kramer.
I'm gonna let y'all finish.
Looking at you, man.
Kramer comes in here with an agenda.
Should I do this? Should I 1v1 Cracerling during this?
1v1 Gracer.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
I mean, I've
Do
come
it.
close to beating him, so
I beat him.
yeah.
I scored on him once in King of the Hill.
Yeah, but Kramer, see, if you played more once, you would be just a natural god at once.
Mm.
But you don't ever play,
Eh,
because
I'm
you're
not
poop.
ranked, so it's okay.
Oh, I'm actually higher ranked
That's why
than
you should be
Kramer
ranked.
at something.
Yeah, I'm unranked.
Yeah, but I mean, he still has
Alright.
MMR as a rank.
Guys, I'm gonna focus on this. You guys can cast this.
Oh lord, I'm not
Hey,
even watching.
I need the information.
We're watching
Take
Gracer
it away,
destroy
JJ.
Kendo.
Take it
2
away,
seconds.
JJ.
What? I'm like 3 seconds
Go
behind.
ahead, JJ.
Come on, JJ.
I'm
Take it
3
away.
seconds behind the stream.
Then spectate.
What? I can't spectate until someone
Take
sends
it.
me the information.
DM him the info.
Yeah, someone send me the info so I can spectate, so I can cast. I'm working
Don't
on.
say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. Whatever you do.
I'm working on
Kendo,
my
I
resume
believe
for
you.
MLD
Got this. Do him dirty.
and
I
for these
believe
show
you.
matches on Kendo's stream.
Can I 1v1 Odnek the Wise after this?
Oh my. Now, if this just becomes a 1v1-a-thon, it might not be as fun. because
That's
I
true.
won't have time to really interview. But
Or
Pork,
send me the info.
Pork, I gotta ask right off the bat, how are you feeling knowing that middle of the season you end up ranking out, and these guys finished off what you guys started?
Well, first, when I ranked out, I wasn't really sure what was gonna happen. But then, we all got together, and we all talked, and we realized that it was still a doable thing. So the fact, that we're here where we are it's surreal. It wouldn't have been possible without their determination, their willingness to put in the hours that they did, so.
I think it was an upgrade, actually.
Excuse me?
Yeah, why would you say that it's an upgrade?
Well, so, because Pork ranked out, right? And then Pork was replaced with me, and I won the Plat League with a 3-7 record in MLD. So I think that I have to be better than Pork, because Pork won a lot more games than me, but he lost the team. And now I have the team.
Good God.
I'm not sure I follow the logic, but seems legit.
I'm
All I'm
sure.
gonna say, for those watching that didn't know, I finished 19-1, so
I finished 3-7, but I also finished as
Exactly.
champion.
I don't pay attention to stats.
I
because
finished
all
as
I
a
know is that we
champion,
won.
boy.
Yeah, but you were kind of a fake champion because you were on the elite.
That's it. You're not a wizard next season. Get out of my Discord.
He's getting
Get out.
dropped
You're done. That's it.
on stream. He's getting dropped.
Dropped on stream.
Confirmed. Dalskris is new captain. Confirmed.
Toss Chris.
Nah,
Wow. Went from reserve to captain. What kind is that?
The
so
camera don't
I do
engage
have to
it.
ask Hale and Kramer, what was it like going into game number 5? You guys are up 3-1. You got 3 opportunities to essentially put this away. How confident were you?
I mean, we weren't that confident just because we did break out our steering wheels for games 5 and 6. We thought we'd have a little fun with it, and it didn't seem to work out. We thought we'd go out with a bang, but unfortunately, it didn't pan out the way we thought it would.
Man, I called Logitech right before, and that it would be very possible, but it was very impossible.
I told them to throw a Wii remote into one of like the tennis rackets, which I think is what they did for Game 7.
Ascending
Really turned the whole
Champions.
series around.
Oh, is that why they worked?
Ascending Champions, thank you for the host, by the way, guys. Welcome to your weekly kendo spot.
Oh, let me host you real quick, Kendo.
Get dunked on, Cracer. Get
Hang on,
dunked on. Get dunked on, Flipper. Get flippin' dunked on.
Dude, this is annoying, cause you start chanting about how you dunked on Cracer, and then I have to wait 5 seconds to see it.
I know, right?
Maybe you should get good and get in the game.
Maybe if someone would DM me the info, I would.
No, no thanks. No thanks.
Thank you guys for the host, your one viewer hosts.
Oh, follow Twitch TV. No, I'm just-
Definitely,
Twitch.tv/Young
definitely give
Kramer.
these guys a follow, of course.
Good. One viewer.
Ka-chow.
So I want to get back to that question on whether or not memes should be banned from the MLD.
Oh my god, we're not going
Okay,
to
I'll give you your platform. Go ahead.
Okay, so overall, throughout my time in the MLD, which isn't a lot of time, I've only been here for since a month before this
You
season.
played 2 series.
I played so I was drafted by the Bulls, and then I got cut from the Bulls after getting 5-0'd, and then I got picked up by the Wizards, and then I
You're
won the
welcome.
championship. So
Okay.
I kind of game the system when you think about it. So
It's like going from the Browns
Stop.
to the Patriots.
exactly. It's more like going from the Browns to the Eagles.
Because the Patriots blew it.
Because the Patriots blew it. If we had Jimmy
Like
G,
the
we would
Hawks,
have won.
Kappa?
Jimmy G would have caught that ball. So I think that due to all of my experience with different teams, that I have just a good voice on the issues that people
On
want
the
to hear in MLD. And one of the big ones just seems to be memes. People
you running
just
for
don't
president
like
here?
memes. Yeah, I'm running
It's
for
your
president
MLD
on the
presidential
platform.
run.
See, you know where I have to agree
I'm
with
taking
you?
over
You
for
know where I have to
Cathexis on the
disagree with
platform
you?
that we're gonna ban memes, and we're gonna build a wall, and we're gonna make United Rogue pay for it.
See, no, Kendo
We're
will
gonna
understand
build.
here.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We want to build a wall.
We're making United Rogue pay for it.
Wait a minute.
Ace can split the bill if they want as well. Dude.
Split the bill.
Yeah, they can
Ascending
discuss that one among
champions
themselves.
can throw in too, dude.
Oh no, no! If Kilo or Cronoodle are listening right now, whether it be in VOD or otherwise, one,
give me $15.
it's all
Yeah,
JJ's fault.
if you guys are watching right now, thanks for letting me into United Rogue today. That's just, I've been working on that one for a while.
Dude, that was. I couldn't come up
Make
with that.
United Rogue pay for
Cronoodle,
it.
so-
I
so
apologize, guys.
Cronoodle, in honor of the Wizards, you're gonna make a team after us, right? In United Rogue.
They have to now, don't
They have to make a Wizards.
The Boston Wizards.
The Vermont Wizards. It's gotta happen. Or Wisconsin Wizards.
Why would
But
you name a
Wisconsin-
team after Vermont? There's not even enough people in Vermont to fill out a United Rogue team.
You don't have to be in the same be on the team. Yeah.
Yeah, when United Rogue drafts you, you have to move all of your belongings to that exact state.
Yeah, because you know I live in Philly now, actually.
Hey, I'm close enough.
Yeah.
Trying to get New Orleans to pick me up, but they said.
Oh no.
Oh, Kendo.
Oh, Kendo's playing the fake.
Yeah, playing the fake.
Not work.
Start a slot L team.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When you're trying to manage a stream, interview 5 people, and 1v1 Cracer at the same time, it's gonna go badly.
Nah, you got this. Easy peasy.
You can just drop the rest of these kids if you want to get an interview.
Cracer's only plat 3 year diamond run. You got this. Easy peasy.
I have, you know, I'm unranked in once. Thank you.
I'm also ranked once.
Ooh, Kendo v Kramer.
Hashtag boycott 1v1s. Get it
Sounds like
trending.
that sounds like a meme to me, Kramer. I'm gonna need to talk to you about that.
Sorry.
So, if memes are banned, you won't have myself, Inanimate J, or pretty
Wait,
much
let's
anyone.
talk about the most
You won't even have
controversial
me.
of the MLD
Because
this
I won't
season.
be there to show them the way.
Animate J is probably the biggest controversial meme in the MLD to this
See, that's
day.
the whole point. Is that Animate J was a very
Can you,
controversial,
can
and
you
we
give
just
us
don't
some,
have space
The
for that
Animate
kind
J
of
Twitch.
controversy.
Give us the
you want
rundown.
to give us
JJ.
some input on how you feel about Animate J, Kendo?
I still don't know who Animate J is.
That's the biggest. That's
Yeah,
That's the
that's
biggest
just-
mystery. Is
It's
nobody
a huge
knows.
mystery. Which do we really have time for mysteries like that in the MLD?
I
No.
think
Well, maybe.
Like, I'm sure somebody could figure it out. My money is on KD. Just
my
saying.
money is on upper.
Katie. Wait, who'd you say, Kramer?
I said upper.
Could be upper too,
So
actually.
we
I
got
still think
KD.
it's
I
Upper
think it's
and
Crazer.
Polk.
Oh, it could be Polk.
I think it's both.
Shoot, so I think that the best case scenario would just be to ban everybody that we think might be Animate J, and then just ban memes altogether. And just clean up
But
the MLD.
basically, since everyone's a Polchol, we're banning everyone.
Exactly.
But wait.
So basically, you want the entire world to burn, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, United Rogue pays
See,
for it.
Kendo. All I can say is, they do not know the way.
Don't bring your Octane stuff in here.
Vote
I will show
JJ
you
for
the game.
MLD president.
Detain gang.
Do
Vote
it.
JJ for MLD president. He'll ban Animate J the second he figures out who it is.
I
Wait.
think that one day we were memeing about Do You Know the Way? It was like Goofy from the Foxes and I, and a bunch of us were just going, Do you know the way? I'm pretty sure an anime was really tempted to ban us.
I don't know. I've mixed enough of it in throughout casting that... Moose? I'm pretty sure Jay couldn't do anything about it at that point. I mean, do you know the Ray?
Always.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, actually I do, because the Tigers,
Moose, did you die?
they kind of ruined our chances of getting into playoffs last season. I'm still salty over it.
Yeah, we'd like to also give a shout out to the Tigers. We really did. for
Hashtag
them.
Tigers died for this.
Tigers did die for this.
Hashtag
Actually,
I beat
yeah.
Pineapple in 1v1.
Tigers did die for this. It is confirmed. Wait, didn't Porku die for this too?
Porky died.
Yeah.
Porku did die for this.
We had to sacrifice pork chop.
Papa bless. Oof.
Well, see, it was all part of the plan because the day you ranked out pork chop was the day the Hawks offered me a spot on their team. But since you ranked out, I went to the Wizards instead, and then the Wizards beat the Hawks. So
If you
I'm
had
not
went on to
saying
the
there's a
Hawks.
correlation there, but
It's totally cool.
That's funny though, JJ, because when I first got in, Upper asked me to come over and try out too.
Are we calling out Upper?
No.
no, that's a meme, and we don't meme.
Oh yeah, we don't mean. I'm sorry.
Remember? Restraint.
Kramer heel.
Self-free. Come to my office.
I'd like to give a big shout out to
The power of Tane compels you.
Same game.
I just want everybody to know that when I'm captain next year of the Wizards will be a meme-free team.
Oh,
If you want
What are you
memes,
talking
you can
about?
go to a meme team,
I think
much like
you-
the
I
Jets
think
or the
anyone
Spartans.
Okay, I think anyone could agree we have got the greatest personality out of all the teams.
Yeah, maybe the Champ League next year, but the Flat League Wizards next year will be a meme-free
Yo, I am so sorry for dunking whoever that was, dude. I'll pay for your funeral services.
Wow. Toxic. Anyway.
Those moves, you wazzed on him.
You had on them, boys.
Hashtag whiz on him.
thank God.
The Wizards are the best team.
But,
I kind of put all my money on the Tigers in the championship, so.
I mean,
Rip.
that's Pineapple's fault. He didn't play me week 10. Hashtag blame Pines.
Oh god.
I did beat Pineapple in the 1v1.
This is true. You did beat Pineapple in a 1v1.
And I was Silver 3, and he was like Champ something. So just
No,
saying.
he was not champion once. No,
Diamond something. I don't
Not
know.
even diamond.
I don't know what rank Pineapple is.
Tin can,
It
dude.
wasn't my turn to pay attention to him. I
So,
did.
Kendo, I think that on your show we should have a segment where Cracer comes in and reads one of his fan fiction.
No one's supposed to know about
Agreed.
How about
Agreed.
how
No,
about
wait. Can Blackwatch read one of Crazy's fan fictions?
Yeah, Blackwatch has a really nice voice. I'd like to hear him read some fan.
Yeah, Blackwatch could really.
Yeah.
He could.
I would also like Ninja Rider in there somewhere as well.
Ninja Rider. Okay, so we got Blackwatch, Ninja Rider. I want Hale. He's got a nice voice.
I agree.
He can be like the nice southern
It could-
gentleman.
it could be
you
the
could. Can we get all of these people in here to read my
They're all
Kramer
taking-
Pork fan
Can we
fiction?
get an
like a
audiobook?
We're gonna have a podcast.
Oh mercy,
Kendo,
save
what
us.
other questions you got cooking up in
Well,
your,
that's the
brain
thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to ask any more questions. You guys have taken this over, just like you.
I
took
did
over
say
mine.
that when I jumped in here. I did say it's my stream now.
This is a wizard stream now.
Yeah,
You are
sorry,
the captain
Kendo, but you can send me your password. It's our stream now.
today. Send me the stream key.
But anyway, I guess going into Game 7, I know a lot of pressure put on you. The momentum clearly in the Hawks' corner. Did you guys feel that?
I mean,
Yeah,
the
most definitely.
the sweating was there, but I mean, Kramer and I were both just talked about it, and I told him, it was just another game, and but I just told him we had to come out, we had to basically try to take the momentum, we had to score first, and try to lock them down. That's what ended up happening,
You gotta kiss your homies goodnight. And
True. Very true.
if you're not gonna win games. That's just facts.
I think that the sweating part of it was good because it forced them to switch off of the driving wheels and onto
The
the
steering wheels.
Oh my god.
I can confirm that Hale was really sweating in real life. I was watching.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude.
I lost like
Watching-
5 years of my life.
Dude,
Yeah,
watching. I
watching
swear to
them crazy.
God, I'll die at the age of 40 because of them.
We like to create
You
a
guys,
good show.
what happened was you guys went up 3-1. And so I thought, I was like, okay, they'll either lose the next game, which is fine, or you'll win it, and that'll be that. Well, you lose it.
That's
so,
not
you know,
exciting.
I'm not too worried. Well, then you lose the next one, so you're out of leeway. I nearly had a heart attack because of you two. I want you to know. I want you to
and
know
that-
if you ever do that again, you're not on my team ever
We're
again.
good for show.
The move-
All right.
The main tactic part of this was right after we won like game 3, Kramer goes, "Okay, there's no way that we can pull a Golden State Warrior here and blow a 3-1."
The Wizards almost blew a 3-1 lead. Ah, that would have been one meme I would have
No.
once I went president.
3-1 lead. You'd have been the Golden State Wizards.
Yeah.
Golden State Wizards.
I'm quite alright with winning in 7 games.
Well, I mean, I told like on last Monday whenever Endo had me on, he asked what it was, and a part of me was like, I think because we had played the Hawks before, and I mean honestly, okay, I feel like out of all the teams we scrimmed, I think we probably scrimmed the Hawks the most.
The Hawks just scrim a ton.
They do.
Like props to them. Every time I was looking for a scrim, whether I was on the Bulls or the Wizards, it was always the Hawks.
Yep, they were. They definitely put in the practice, and it was felt. We lost the first series earlier in the season, right after we had lost Port. But we had both teams. You could tell that both teams had put in the practice for sure. But the Hawks were definitely a stronger team this late in the season than they were in the beginning.
Yeah.
And like JJ said, huge props to them because you could definitely tell the amount of practice that they had put in. It was well fed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so.
JJ, get in here.
Let's go.
There you go.
You guys about to see the best player in Wizards history.
You guys gotta fear that
You're gonna have to
Kiki
show it right now.
Actually, my system's off.
Where's the Kiki Palmer defense?
What? You guys were in front of me.
Kendo's got the Kiki Palmer defense.
Kendo does.
Why does
Come
my
on,
screen
JJ.
look so
Yo, shout out to
stupid?
Kiki Palmer, wherever you are.
Wherever you are in the world, if you ever see this, we named our defensive skills after you, so thank you.
Shout out Kiki Palmer.
And our defensive lack of skills, depending on what time it is.
And who you ask?
Mm-hmm.
I actually had to teach JJ from the ground up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
I
Shout out
need
to the
to
Bulls for not teaching me anything about Rocket League.
Oof, called out. Called out. Called out.
Yeah, Port Chop's the best coach ever.
Kendo, I got you.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, it was a nice pass.
You'll
Very nice,
score.
very nice.
That's what a champion pass
Loose.
looks like.
Oh, yeah.
That is a champion pass right there.
I
See,
wouldn't
Kendo-
know what a
Kendo-
champion pass
I-
looks like.
Oh,
Kendo,
I'm sure you would.
I thought you were my F1 teammate. You're not supposed to be dunking me.
Ooh. Shout out to the F1 League.
Yes, yes. Shout out to the F1 League.
Also, shout out to the Dirt Rally League. Starting
Wait,
up
I
here.
have a question.
I have an
So
answer.
I was included in some of the Plat League stuff, like championship-wise. Am I actually getting like the balls or the T-shirt or the banner, or is it kind of
No.
just like you'll get this, but we can't actually because you weren't technically on the roster? This is all we
They
can
will
give
most
you.
likely include you. I can't.
I mean,
quote
you created the roster.
No,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
they're-
but I mean, like I only played 20
because
games.
they included we
Rip. Sorry, Kenneth.
at the beginning.
It's fine.
But yeah, they
Did you get your
should.
Discord tag?
Yeah, but I mean that was just
The back pass of the century.
yeet. The double lift is calculated.
Where's the Kiki Palmer defense?
There it is. I got you. Don't worry about it. I was
Kramer's
like,
got
nah,
the
they're
Kiki
probably
Palmer
gonna whiff, so
defense.
there's no reason for me whiffing too.
I
So
only
can-
play good when I don't need to.
Gonna come out of retirement next season.
You're gonna come out of retirement.
That's been the rumor, isn't it?
You're gonna
Mm,
join the
Come out
Wiz
of
Kids?
retirement, I'll take your
Announce it here.
casting, and you can take
Kendo's taking his talents to the Wizard.
What's
Nah.
your give us
I'll
an
draft you.
answer. What's your
Right here, right now, Kendo is going to join the
thanks,
Wiz
Kramer.
Kids.
Rip.
Oh, Cracer,
Oh,
you
there's
meanie.
Poo Poo Pork Chop. Back at it again.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Cracer's ball chasing. Confirmed.
So I guess I have to ask, who is Kiki Palmer? For those of us who don't know.
Oh,
Kiki Palmer
okay.
is the star of
Wait,
the Nickelodeon
Kendo,
TV
how
show
old are
True
you?
Justice VP.
How old are you?
30.
Do you remember the Disney Channel movie Jump In? The
Oh
one
God,
about
jump
roping?
in.
The
No,
girl in that is
I
Kiki
have
Palmer.
no idea.
Oh, you're a little too old.
There's a Nickelodeon star TV show that ran for 3 seasons from 2012 to 2015 by the name of True Justice VP. The actress Kiki Palmer starred in it
You're
as
reading the Wikipedia?
No, I already read the Wikipedia. This is
Sounds
just
like
off
you're
of
reading
memory.
Wikipedia.
So as a
Or are you
newly
Wikipedia?
minted vice president of a fashion company. And she also is apparently really good at Rocket League defense.
I'm not sure how the two are related now.
Kiki Palmer.
It was because it was my Steam name.
Ah,
Yeah.
Kiki Palmer defense. Okay.
So then when I would get a save, I would call it Kiki Palmer defense.
At first, it was really, really annoying, but we learned to embrace it.
Yeah, because it wasn't going away.
JJ's the kind of person that once he brings something up and it's good, it never dies.
Exactly. Why would it
But
die?
yeah, it's JJ, so it doesn't get old either. So
Take effect.
Are
Not
you in
old.
a mantis, my sir?
I am in a mantis right now.
He was only in the
I
Mantis
thought-
for like 4 minutes of this game.
I thought you knew the way.
And last game.
You do not know the way.
I change up my car just about every game.
Aw.
I thought
Ow.
we all knew this.
No, I'm sorry. I'm uncultured.
How do you change
I
your
grew-
car?
I'm uncultured. I grew up in
Preset.
Vermont.
Change reset.
Dude,
People
changing
still use
presets is
dial-up
broken.
here.
oh, dude, let's go to the topic on the fact that Pork Chop didn't realize that Vermont shared a border with
Can we
Canada.
not?
Wait, what did he know? Wait, whoa,
Oh,
Okay,
whoa,
this actually sounds like a legitimate topic. What's going?
No,
Hale, do you
no,
mind repeating
stop.
yourself?
Geography
No.
class.
I was
Hey,
very
I forgot what we
tired.
were talking about one day. I think we were just discussing. 'Cause I wasn't sure if Inanimate J was from Canada or not, and then I forgot how we got to talking about it. But Pork said something about Vermont share a border with Canada. I was like, Vermont totally touches Canada. No, it does. I took world geography or whatever, and but no. So we
Yeah,
got
that's
a
what I-
dark over
That's
that.
what I
but-
said though. Was that it does border?
No, you said it.
Didn't I?
Does. You said
He
it.
said
did.
he wasn't. You said you didn't.
Really?
Stop it.
Yeah,
Get some
you
help.
said it did not touch Canada.
What? What was I on?
Correct.
That's what I was doing.
This is actually an intervention.
Wow.
You gotta
Is this what
stop
happens?
injecting the balls, man.
Is this what happens when you grow up in Vermont?
You just said it, man. You're uncultured.
Finish it, JJ.
Oh, JJ.
I'm
He was in my
mildly
way. I had to
disappointed
get
in
it
JJ.
around the person that was in my way, and I scored.
That's why JJ was third on the roster.
Yeah, that's why we would have won if we didn't run our C team. Oh, wait, we did win. We would have won in less than 7 if we didn't have to run our C team during the finals because I had work.
Wow. Anyway,
Is Crispy here?
I don't know. Is he?
Probably
So,
not.
Crazer, I have or not Crazer, Kendo. I have a question for you.
Ooh, I like questions for me.
How do you feel about the Wizards winning?
I actually enjoyed the game extremely well, and
You're dodging the question.
what do you mean?
Specifically, the fact that the Wizards beat the Hawks.
JJ, stop.
Yeah.
No.
JJ, you're going to
Were you rooting for the Wizards or were you rooting for the
I,
Hawks?
I legitimately thought the Hawks would win, but you
Wait,
guys
wait.
took it out
what
of
was
their
your
hands.
prediction, Kendo? What was
My
the prediction?
prediction was the Hawks
How many games?
in 6 games.
6 games, man.
Now,
you know,
What
That
was
sounds a
Crazer's
lot like-
predictions?
That I would be dead wrong?
I'm pretty sure it was Wizards.
he,
instead.
along with the
Wizards in
Wiz
7.
kids, said Wizards would do it in 7. I think the only people who actually got that prediction right were Crazer and the Wiz kids.
Wait, I know I said it in 7 because I said it on Kendo's show. Kramer, did you say it was?
I said it's gonna be an interesting game. I said I was gonna use my steering wheel and get it to game 7.
I had the Tigers doing a 5-0, so
Tigers are a good team. Don't
yeah, I had
sleep on
them
them
5
Tigers.
owing the Penguins. But
Hashtag need a hashtag.
I'd also like to give a shout out to Cathexis. DM me, baby, for my shirt. Thank you.
Want my shirt? Want my banner? Want my ball?
my shirt.
Wait,
I was
yeah,
wearing my
my
shirt.
shirt.
I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this league. All I want is a t-shirt.
He had to stay up till like midnight every night to practice with me. He would ask me if he could go to bed, and I'd say, "No, man, we gotta see you the next day. We gotta grind."
Yeah, let's talk about the problems having teammates in other time zones. Oh
Hey,
my
let's
god.
talk about the
Let's
problem.
not
So
go
every
there.
time I tried to practice, you guys server muted me.
Oh,
It's because you're so loud. all I wanted to do was hear like Jay Monta or I wanted to hear Hale talk, and you're just kind of like, but hey guys, what about that Kiki Palmer defense?
All I'm trying to do is meme, man. Okay.
I don't care about your Kiki Palmer defense.
I'm just trying to meme here, so you can.
But I
Yeah, but
wasn't
memes
about
are
to
banned in the MLD now. So.
Yeah, I know. I had to ban
Yeah,
them because they kept on getting me server muted.
Exactly. See? Oof.
So Kiki Palmer defense is officially the meme of the Wizards.
Yep.
I'm
That or
pretty sure Wiz on 'em
twitch.tv/AnimeJ.
Or,
Anime J
Whiz
is
on
the
'em.
meme.
Whiz on him.
But the Wiz on him was the classic.
Wiz on them is
Whiz
the
on him is
classic.
all reliable.
Wiz
The
on
other
him
two
was
I
that-
made, so that makes it better.
Whiz
When
on him
I-
was something I think Pineapple actually came up with. But
Whiz on
because
something
he,
was
got drafted and I saw
he put
Wiz.
me in charge of running the Twitter, so it pretty much just became Plat Wizards thing.
So I do have to ask, did any of you actually go to Disney World?
I'm
Yeah.
going to Disney World next week.
JJ's going to Disney
I
World.
asked JJ if I could go because I actually live like a couple hours away from JJ, but I found out he was going with his family, so I said no.
And I said that he can go.
No, I just straight up was
Like,
like, no,
next
I don't
day.
want to go with your family.
We are going to go to
Jason.
Canada next year, and we're going to party like we're...
Are you going to go to
the
Vermont since you know
Season
they
6
share the
Wizards.
same
You don't want
border?
to go to Vermont. Just
Well,
no,
I'm going to
do
get
it.
to Canada via Vermont, yeah, because
We
they
should
share
also
border.
talk about pork chops of problems with internet. If $1 a day could save
lack
people
thereof.
Satellite internet is actually the worst.
He doesn't have a problem with internet, he just has a problem with not having internet.
People in Africa have better internet.
Pork
Wait,
chops,
you
that's
literally
the
have
worst.
satellite internet.
Yeah.
So you want to so you want me to go into detail about what the problem is with my
Yeah.
internet?
That's the
Grace is doing
problem.
a great job defending that back right
So,
wall.
Ever since I think
Is that it?
2012 just about, or sooner, we had Fairpoint Communications, which had bought out Verizon in Vermont. So well,
Really wants
Fairpoint is like a really, you know, they're like a new company trying to get everything going and stuff. But the problem was, well, first off, like the first 5 years I played any games, we only had like a 3 gig plan. So if I was playing games and my mom was on like Facebook, it immediately just spiked my ping to 200 to 300.
Wow.
And for anyone that was like around last season that played with me, like upper knows, like 300 ping pork chop was a very salty pork chop. But then what happened was we were able to get an upgrade. So we got an upgrade. We got a new modem, but the problem was they kept sending us refurbished modems that would die in the night. So you would use them one day, and then they were just dead. And they kept telling us an electrical issue. So my parents decided to switch to satellite.
Oof.
And we have 100 gigs a month, and we ran out last night.
How do you have data caps on your like home internet? I was
Yeah,
like
what the
confused. I
heck?
didn't even know those things
Because that's-
existed still.
Because that's what satellite is. You have data caps, kind of like with your phone plan.
So
Unless you
gross.
have unlimited, because unlimited is OP. Yeah, that's my struggle.
So,
I have
if-
unlimited and I have 200
If
meg.
you ran out last night, how are you on right now?
It's not a hard cap, so I'm able to go on. It just lowers the speed. We're not a higher priority. So like I was downloading Dirt Rally at like 30 megabits a second.
Shout out
and once
to
I
Dirt
hit the
Rally.
cap, it went to 2 megabits per second. So when it should have taken me like 3 hours to download, it's taken me almost 2 whole days to download. And the worst part is, like if you're playing Rocket League, and you get a sudden lag, and what will happen is you can drive at the ball, and you can't tell because it's only like a 3 to 5 second like lag. So all the cars are moving towards the ball as if they usually were, and it's like a short enough period. You can't really tell that you're lagging. So when you get to the ball or you touch the ball, all of a sudden you rubber band, and like the ball could be on the other side of the field, or you'll be on the ceiling. It's horrid.
And that's exactly why we had to cut him from the team.
Yep.
All right, so
Cracer's just demoing me.
Rage Kane is in chat saying that he created the hashtag Wiz on him.
No, he didn't.
He most
Mine's
definitely did.
Did he?
Who the heck is that guy?
Yeah, I've never heard of this man. I've only heard of
Yeah.
our Lord and Savior, Pineapple the Tiger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We don't mess with negative people.
Agreed.
We're a positive only family.
That is true. I want to play crazy.
Man, oh man. So I guess I should ask, what are the future plans for all the players within the Wizards? I'll start
I'm
with
gonna
Pork
take
Chop,
over
of
the
course.
Wizards.
We
My
want the
plan?
Kids part
Yeah.
2, man.
Yeah, we'll start with Pork Chop.
That'll be back to back.
Probably, yeah, I got to be Mr. Two-Time.
Mr.
My
Two
plan
Time.
is to find a team that needs a captain, and then just take it over, and then get my WizKids. Please, nobody steal my WizKids.
Yeah, I want to go back
I
home.
want my WizKids specifically for the reason that this will be my last season before I take a break
Okay.
from just from the MLD, just because other teams and I want to start college and just commitments. I procrastinate a lot, so I need as little distractions as possible because I'm a flawed human.
Aren't we all?
Nope.
Yes.
Pretty
Pork
even game we got here with Cracer, Kramer, Kendo on one side, and Crispy, Pork Chop, and Thumbs DK on the other. Thumbs
Yeah,
DK
Thumbs
is going to take control of this ball, but Kendo's going to take it right back from him. Kramer's taking over
you giving
towards the
us the
corner,
cat?
moving it towards the blue side.
This is why you get server muted.
That's exactly why I server
I only
muted.
try to cast a few of our in-house scrims, and I get server muted.
Yeah.
JJ, what is your plan? I think you've already made it pretty clear, but
He's gonna be a caster.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be
He's gonna talk to an anime
caster
Jay.
and captain the Wizards at the same time. So when we're on stream, I'll cast while playing.
so you got to be good enough for Jay to change his policy of not allowing people who cast to be players in a league.
I actually have to be better than that because I also have to get him to change his name, so there's only one J. And
No.
and it's gonna be really confusing if twitch.tv/animatej and twitch.tv/inanimatej are both in the casting booth.
Well, you're the big J.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, plans next year. I mean, I wish we could get the
I mean,
Wizards, but can't, unfortunately.
we all know Pineapple will never rank out because he never plays competitive.
Right.
So,
Unless you
you will
force
play-
rank him out like we did with Pork this year to finally get rid of him.
Cathexis coughed up.
Cathexis, please save us.
No,
In my time
I'm
of
running for president next year, so I can just kick him out once he
In my
starts
time,
gaming.
in my time of need.
Kendall, what are your
Yeah,
plans for
do-
next year? Are you announcing where you're taking your talents to?
Right
Wizards.
now, I am just announcing my plans for the off season.
Okay.
What's your
Which,
plans
I
for the
mean,
offseason?
It's a soft announcement still. I still haven't made the rules, different things of that nature. But I plan on continuing to invest in the Monday stream. It's going to be a show match Monday.
If you need a caster, hit me up.
Well, that's the thing. Like the cast,
If you
I'm
need
going
a
to bring
co-host.
people in who are essentially going to be co-casters / interviews.
I'll be
Well,
there.
I'm always ready for a good interview, and I'm probably a top 5 caster at MLD.
Debatable.
I'm a
Yeah,
top
yeah.
5 caster, top
You know what?
3
You know who
player.
I have to say I miss the most when it comes to casting is the Chiefs.
Oh man,
I
dude is
miss him so
busy
much,
out of his
Justin.
mind though.
But he's got
You know
RLRs.
I'm
the
busy.
man is winning.
You know I miss Achieves.
Yeah.
6 shot by Thumbs DK, just saying.
Kramer OP.
It would have been really good if I was actually casting it instead of getting
This is why.
yelled at. But
See, everyone knew I was gonna draft Kramer, but yeah,
No
we
one
got
knew.
to the draft. I was super nervous because my plan was to actually draft Goose and Kramer. But then, so the
Then we
draft
got this Hale
happens.
kid, and it was all downhill from there.
It was
Wait,
a sleeper
which
pick.
one's Hale again?
All right. Well, this is Hale signing off, guys.
You want the Canadian accent?
So Hale, I want to ask, what are your plans? Are you planning on staying on, or did you rank out?
Yeah, I ranked out.
Everyone.
Yeah, pretty much the whole team pretty much ranked. That was the whole plan. Hopefully, is to end up back where with I guess you call it my Wizards family, I guess, just because I don't know, we call Pork Chop Dad, and with Pork
Wiz Dad. The
Yeah,
Wiz
with
Dad.
Pork, but with Pork, like with it being his last season for a while and everything, we just we want to play around the people that we really enjoy with, and for me that was definitely Kramer and Pork Chop. So that's my plans ultimately, is to hopefully end up back where back with those two guys, because this being my rookie season in MLD, I really couldn't have imagined it to go any other way. Not only because of the championship, but just because, I found two, well, not even just two, because we had JJ and then Doskers came in too, but I found just a handful of teammates that really made an impression, and it really backed up the whole reason I joined MLD, just to make friends.
Hell, I have to say, I don't think many people understand who Doskers is to you or to us, the Wizards.
Well, yeah, Dosker basically. So once Pork Chop ended up having to rank out or getting forced out, we had to draft. We had to draft a third, so we were able to get JJ come along, and it was just so happened that the night before Pork Chop had ranked out, Doskers, who's actually my brother, had just applied and got accepted. So, and I knew what Doskers was capable of, and I was actually at work when I was talking to Pork about it, and once the captainship was officially transferred over and everything, that's when I told him, I said, all right, well, instead of searching for a reserve, I know that Doskers and I blend together well already, just because Doskers got the game the same day I did, so it all just pretty much went from there. So I guess you can really say that it's just like the whole Wizard team is really like one really big family.
Yeah.
Don, whenever Hale comes in to do practices, he always brings in his friends. So we had already known Daniel. So
Right, yeah, because pretty much every time I was practicing, because I'm on console, obviously, so Doskers was always at my house, or vice versa. So, like, I'd be scrimming with, Kramer and Pork Chop, and then he'd be like, hey, man, let me come in and watch. Like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So he would come in, and then every now and then, we would just want a good little confidence boosting match, so Kramer and I'd get in and accidentally mop the floors with him.
Hey, hold on now. Look, bro, you 1v1 me last night, no more butt whoop, so I don't want to hear nothing.
Okay.
yeah,
It's
but
a
don't
punishment
forget,
for Doskers.
don't forget, JJ also whooped your butt.
I did, just saying.
Dude,
When I
You
joined
give me
team
the information right now, I'll 1v1 JJ and beat him.
there on stream.
Actually,
next
let's
game.
do it right now.
Next game.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Right
Give
here.
me the info. I don't have the info.
Give him the info.
Oh God.
Doskers,
no,
I do want to ask though. I do want to ask, what is your plans? Do you plan on staying with the family, or do you want to maybe break off?
No, I talked to Billy about our Hale, as y'all know him. And
Docs.
as far as staying, I feel like that's probably gonna be my best option, just because it's gonna be really hard for me to rank out just yet. So I'm probably gonna stay with the Plat League, and I'll more than likely stay with the Wizards.
Okay.
Yeah, as captain, I don't really want to put too much faith into Doskers, so I am gonna keep him, but I'll probably end up trading him to the Spartans for a 4th round pick.
Look, bro,
God.
just know one thing: I'll see you in the champion. Grade me.
I love that 4th round pick right there. Boom.
All right, where's the info at?
Has nobody given you the info yet?
No,
It's hard.
no. Everybody's being
Hang on, I'll DM you.
I don't have you on.
DM me for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Anyway,
also.
if anyone else does have any questions at all for the Wizards, feel free to ask them now, by all means.
Rage said his Hale coming to PC.
Yeah,
That's the
Hale, are you
plan.
coming to PC?
Soon.
That's the
Actually,
plan. By this
me,
summer,
I think I'm gonna go to PC too.
by this summer, I'm hoping to have got the PC up and running, and get ready to go, because I definitely feel like I'm limited on console, and it's a pain.
Yeah.
So I'm.
We are starting a Wizards Fortnite team
No, stop.
Oh,
once Hale gets his
no.
PC.
Stop. Well, you
In
know
here,
you can play
Doskers,
with
let's
PS.
go.
You know you can party with PS4 on PC, right?
Yeah,
You
I
don't
know.
need a P.
Yeah, I do it sometimes. but like,
Oh.
but like once Hale's on PC, then we really get
So
that
here we go.
Wizards Fortnite team going.
No, once Hale hits PC, it's F1 because I hear
Well,
there's a lot of F1 gurus in here that think they're fast. But reality check. Just give it a minute. Let me get on there and out real quick.
Oh, nice. Garbage.
So we got JJ and Doskris. This will probably
We're
be
actually-
the last match of the night because.
This is the best match you've had all night
Yes,
too.
yes,
though.
this will be the best match of
I
the
missed the
night,
boost.
ladies and gentlemen.
Can you cast?
Gold 3 and Gold 3. Do you want me to cast with you in here?
Yes.
Do it.
Do it? By
Do
all
it.
means. I'll bring... I might even
Nice
bring
little
in...
pop, Jay.
And everybody else is going to be able to talk about this as JJ scores.
Let's do it, man. All right.
They better be a-
This is for the reserve spot on the Wizards.
This is for this
No,
is
this is
for
for captainship. This is for captainship.
Yeah, this is for captainship.
This is how we decided captain last season. Bork beat Kramer in the 1v1. And Hale beat Kramer once Bork ranked up.
I'll never forget when Kramer went around telling everyone he was captain
Wait, what
in the
happened?
preseason. In the
Oh, yeah.
preseason, when I first met Kramer, we instantly hit it off, and he was just going around. I was like, "Hey, you want to be a wizard, dude? I want to be a wizard." And so he just went around telling everyone that he was captain of the Wizards now, and he hasn't even been drafted yet.
Oh man, I definitely I don't know. Whenever I'm not gonna lie to you, whenever Porkchop came to me and asked me like the night I got drafted, because he asked me what my rank was and if I what platform I played on, and I told him, and then that's when he told me I'd been drafted. Up to that point, because like I said, I only did like 2 scrims and then I did one night of 4-mans and that was it. And then Porkchop says, "Hey, you're a wizard now." I'm like, "Dude, thank you, but I don't know you or Kramer. I don't know who y'all are. I haven't heard of y'all ever."
I mean, from what I saw playing against the Hawks that night, I was pretty satisfied with my sleeper pick, because I wanted to get Goose, because Kramer and Goose had already played a bit together from what he had told me. This was when my internet had been out for a month, so I missed I didn't have any time to do any scrims or tryouts. I couldn't check out the I wasn't able to watch the live stream they did for all the ranked players. I can't remember what it's called.
It was a free agent showcase, wasn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
showcase. I wasn't able to watch the showcase, and then so I had to go purely off of 4-man stats, because I remembered that Cloud and Fridge had done that. So I go into it and I'm like racing against the clock, because I'm like, oh man, 2 picks before it's me. You know, I can't pick Fuego, and then all the other guys I was gonna pick didn't respond, or they had been drafted. Except for one guy who I wanted, but he didn't respond. So I said, all right. So, and I was at my friend's house for the draft, who had originally been our reserve, but then he went to college.
Oh, wow. Dang
And
it.
so- And so I was reading off the stats. I go, how does that sound to you, man? He goes, I mean, sounds good to me. He's like, what you think? I said, it sounds pretty solid. So I tell Gamer, I'm like, I want 96, kid. And so, and then that night we played the Hawks, and I'll never forget when he told me, he's like, all right, we're going to win this next game by 7 or 8.
I said we were
And-
gonna win 8-2.
And then, did we go down 2-0 at first?
Yeah,
and
we
then
went-
came back with 8 unanswered, and with like 5 seconds left, we got the 8th goal.
You
And
gotta be kidding me.
No.
Not at all. It was crazy. I was like, oh, that's a pretty solid sign. I'll take it.
That's
And from that
almost
moment on, we
that's
knew we were
almost
gonna beat the
romantic
Bucks.
right there.
It
Well,
was.
man,
it was
it was funny because it had that Hawks team happened to be Uber and Old Man. Old
Yeah.
Man had literally messaged me. He was like, "Bro, we got drafted. Let's celebrate and have some scrims." I was like, "Here you get clapped." Just messing with him, and he's like, "Yeah, man, let's do it." So
thinking about it now, I never realized that the very first team we ever played against would have been the team we played, or would have been the last team we played against.
yeah, yep, sure enough, that's right, huh?
Weird how things work out.
Wow.
It is. It is.
JJ, if you don't score a ceiling shot, you don't get captainship.
I've gone for 2 ceiling shots already, but I'm not good.
Did you score them though?
Maybe I'm not good at ceiling shots because I'm ranked gold.
We got a
Ever think
minute
of that?
36 left on the clock. JJ gonna bring this
He's
all
putting
the
it-
way down. Cardinal, thank you for the cheer, my friend.
Truly, I think it's because I'm in the Ducks colors, but
Yeah, definitely. That's probably
yeah.
it. I bet I could
drops-
switch
it
teams
drops-
right now and still win.
It drops my skill level like by at least 3 ranks.
Pork Chop's skill level drops a lot when he goes to the elite.
No, if you really want to do something,
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
for rookies who never played Rocket League play in a tournament, it's a private match. We're gonna get Kendo to come in there and cast that
I'm like,
Oh,
what Are
God.
we doing? What are we doing?
when we take the beach trip this summer.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, that's gonna be bad. Literally, you've never seen that before.
That's
You know what
gonna
we
be-
need to do? We all need to buy. We need to buy white wizard hats, and then we all need to just go to the beach.
Man,
Ah.
hey,
Ah.
I'm still thinking about my primary idea. Do like what FaZe and Optic did. Instead of getting Optic, how would you go get the Wizard's house?
Oh
The
god.
Wizard's house.
The Wizard's house.
Let's do
I'm
it.
in. I'm in right now.
My only question is, where's this house gonna be?
my
Presumably
house.
not Vermont.
Like Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Why would I want to go
North
that far south?
Carolina.
It's too warm down there. Let's come
But
to
I'm in
Boston.
Vermont, man.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to get you away from up there, man.
Oh, thank you.
We're trying to get you where the good internet is.
Uh-oh,
internet.
Gracer's Rocket
trying-
League crashed.
Oh, R.I.P.
Aw,
Daddy Crazy.
Poor Daddy
Tracer,
Crazy.
you're missing the best match of the night.
I know,
He
right?
hit that
Because
ball.
I
What the
suck.
heck?
You're missing the biggest whiff of the night.
57 seconds
Yeah, that
left.
was calculated.
Dogris under a lot of
Dang.
pressure right now.
Can Doscris win this game?
Dang.
Oh, what a juke here.
He's got a little bit of that Porku look.
Yeah.
Hashtag whiz on him. Yeet.
Whizzed on.
No, that was that Richard Simmons defense.
That was that Kiki Palmer offense.
I can promise you 100% that I have zero clue what that means.
Crazer, the 1v1
nice.
that we
You got that
had
one, JJ.
together, I didn't play it very well. And one of these days, I need to give you a legitimate 1v1. Like where I need to do like a legitimate 1v1 where I practiced a little bit and I can actually show a little bit of my old one's prowess.
And you need to not be interviewing like 20
Yeah,
people.
and
at once.
interviewing
'Cause I know
20
that's-
people with 15
I don't know.
viewers.
This was kind of fun. It kind of reminded me of
JJ's got that one.
like how teams that when the NBA teams win the finals, or they have their like celebrations, like the Red Sox do their.
Does that make Kendall the president?
It does.
Yeah, but he's
Tell
not
him
Donald
Medal
Trump.
Obama.
Though. That's all I'm gonna
I'm
say.
the president of
He's
the
not-
way.
You're just the president because we're like the champions and we're going to go meet the
Yeah.
president and that's
Oh
you.
yeah, go to the White House, have our visit. Except
Oh,
you're
the
not
The
Donald
White House
Trump.
is Kendall's
Oh, well.
dream and
No,
you're the president.
Yeah.
answer your question about Disney World earlier, like the day after.
Oh, I missed the scoop. I was going to hit that nasty ceiling shot.
I went and got my cruise tickets reserved, so I'm going on a Disney cruise this summer.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, so that was my.
It's actually paid for by MLD too.
Yeah, MLD endorsed it and everything.
So JJ wins.
JJ gets
JJ
captainship.
wins the match.
Hey, I'm captain.
Who's your first pick, Jay?
My first pick is going to be Polch. And
Oh. No, you can't
Mine,
though. He's the D2.
shoot. Okay. I'm going to pick DJ from the Bulls and your boy TK for drafting me. Yeah.
He ranked out too.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to pick
because he knows
Glebe
about
Zerker.
Dang.
He's in Glee
Well,
Zerker
I guess
starter for the
I
demo.
guess I have to go to a different team then.
No, you can be reserved.
You're reserve though. As long as he retains you though, you're golden.
I just want to say that I'm probably the greatest sleeper pick in the history of MLD because I was drafted.
Actually,
I was drafted
think
as a
we can-
bronze 3, and then I just won the championship.
Yeah, because I was picked up as a gold too.
But actually, you know who's got you beat, JJ?
Who?
Hale and Kramer.
Well, that's why I was pointing it out because I was the lowest salary player ever drafted in the MLD.
But I mean, Hale was straight up just kind of going like gambling, just going all in like, well, stats look good. We'll go with it. And then championship bound. Yahoo.
Pork, get in here and play with me.
1v1.
No, not 1v1. I don't want to get destroyed.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't want to hurt you too bad.
Kendo,
Yeah, bro.
when are you gonna announce more for your off season
I will probably announce it throughout the week. I am going to, after today, I have the next 2 days where I'm actually going to be rebuilding my computer.
Okay.
We're going Ryzen. So new motherboard, new processor, etc. I actually haven't announced that on Twitter yet, but
Leaked.
it's something.
Heard
It's
it
something
here
else
first,
that
boys.
Looking forward to it, man.
Doxed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Um,
And then I do that. As I create the rules, I'll kind of create them throughout the week, the next few weeks, leading up to the off season. We'll probably do show matches a lot like this for the next few MLD Mondays. So that'll be extremely fun there. Of course, very much appreciative of all the supporters. The upgrades for the computer have been extremely real.
If you ever need me to come in here and clap the Oscars on stream again,
Yeah.
I'm 100% down.
All
I
right.
can cast while I do it,
Rip Doskris.
so I'm
It's
kind of
okay.
like a.
That's
like
okay.
Poor Doskris. That's all I have to
I'm
say.
gonna have to get. Look, I'm only a gold 2 in once. It's all right.
I'm a
That's your
gold
highest
one.
rank, kid.
You're a gold 1. Wow, I feel
Yeah.
trash.
Hey Kendo, I've got a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
Off
sure
of
not.
your personal viewership as a caster from watching the Plat League games, who would you say, in your opinion, is the best overall player from, including those who ranked out this season?
Who would you give MVP to if
Or-
there was no restrictions?
No, you gotta give it to Viper.
Nope. Pork. 100%.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, no, I was just doing that to tilt.
Thank you.
Viper's
What a
more.
loaded
Viper is a
question.
great striker, but Pork is more well-rounded.
Dude, like you said, like you've been saying, man, Pork literally played in half the matches this season, if even.
Yeah, half the
Still
matches,
has
and he's
top-
still in the top 10 of almost every stat.
Dude, that's
I
incredible.
think I led in goals per game.
Yes.
I was leading in. No, I was leading. Was it? No, I think it was shots because I think Ace passed me in goals. I was second or third in goals per game, and then my assists, I'm like 79th because who needs saves when you're winning, Kappa?
Indeed.
Can
When you're
so
winning.
in your opinion of watching the Plat League games, who was the worst player in the Plat League?
Let's not go there.
If you could go for a least valuable player,
It's me.
I think I make a
Kramer,
strong case.
Kramer,
I'm
I
just
just noticed your meme, by the way.
I did not make that, nor
Wait, hang
do
on, I gotta
endorse
see
it,
this.
but it was. given
I
to
will probably save this
Where's
image
this?
and find a way to bring it up.
Where's this meme? Where do
Oh,
I
you-
find
Give
it?
it just a
wait till
moment.
after the stream. Yeah.
It'll take a moment because I need to put it in. Let's see.
Where's it going at?
It's gonna just go straight in the middle of my screen, right in the middle of my face.
But I'm not watching the stream.
I'm watching the stream.
Put it up there. Put it up
Oh
there.
poop. Oh poop. Let me get
Pork,
this stream
join.
open. What? No, I gotta get the stream. I gotta see this meme.
Kendo, before I forget, I
Wait.
just want to say thank you for having us on tonight, man. We had a blast in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're
This
very,
is
you're
by
very
far-
welcome.
I want to say, in all honesty, this is the most fun I've had doing any
Yeah,
kind of like competitive season.
Oh,
anything.
okay.
It's the
I'm
most
okay.
fun I've had ever.
Okay.
No.
Yep. There it is.
I don't even. I can't even imagine. Somebody take a photo and send it to me.
God.
Long live the king.
Wow.
Wow.
There we go.
I mean,
Wow.
All right. Am I 1v1ing you, Daniel?
of
Go
course,
for it.
Rip Mufasa.
R.I.P. Mufasa.
Hey, Kendo, you may or may not understand the code. I'm sure you will. But as far as Halen
Daniel.
Kramer would be, I'm trying to think of how to word this so it actually makes sense.
I'm sorry.
They believed in the Porku that believed in them and won a championship.
I believed that your drill could pierce the heavens. Then you went and pierced the heavens, and the people you left behind re-pierced it even further.
I was gone.
You were like
I'm
the
not
pilot
running.
hole that led way into a much
bro was
larger drill hole.
Their bro was gone. He's not around anymore, but they knew that.
I just want to say before I forget 2 things. Cracer Link, I love you, baby. You're the most handsome man in the MLD.
Lord.
Chris, that's my wife. Will get out of here.
Yeah, back off.
Next.
Also, I won the Plat League with 3 wins overall in MLD.
With a
Just
3
saying.
with a 3-7 record.
Like I said before,
You know, I'm honestly
everybody else
curious.
is playing Rocket League, and I'm playing the MLD.
You know, I'm honestly curious that if you had put in, like, if you use the average for, like, goals per game and shots and saves per game for every team, and you included mine, would you be able to, like, do some, like, stat crunching and number crunching to figure out what the Wizards would have finished with? Like, 'cause that was
We
my
probably could, but I am too lazy.
I'm not
to
saying
do
that.
No, I'm
Like,
joking.
I would
How about
never ask
you
it. That's
go
like
crunch some numbers and
horrid.
figure that out.
I would never ask anyone to do that, but I was just wondering if it was feasible. Because, like, I've always wondered, ever since I ranked out, what the Wizards would have looked like. Because I did say they'd probably lose, like, a max of, like, 5 games. And then I ranked out. So, GG well played.
Okay. Well, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna end up ending the stream here. I really appreciate all you guys coming on, and it was a little bit of a free for all. A lot of fun though. Congratulations
Had a lot
to
of fun.
each and every
Yeah,
one
man.
of you for an amazing season. And of course, as the meme reads, "Long live the kings of the
Long
Plat
live.
League." Definitely appreciate the story that you guys had. Definitely appreciate what all you were able to accomplish this season.
Gotta
we-
join
we
Mateo
appreciate-
Atomic next season. Be Mr. 2 times.
Hey,
Well,
thanks
you know
for
what?
having us, Kendo.
with the stream excuse me, with
You better
the
score that.
with the show
Yes, sir,
matches.
Dad.
With the show matches, you might be able to try to schedule that. If we can poke the bear enough, we might be able to get Atomic out of his slumber. But anyway, we're gonna switch over to closing time, and then make sure everyone stands by for the host. I do want to thank those who donated, those who got involved today. Got to go to the Streamlabs really quick just to make sure I get everyone. That way I don't miss everybody. I know.
I don't know how I get
thank you
clapped.
everybody for the hosts. We had the 1 viewer host from Cracer, Kramer, Moose. Ascending Champions came in with the
You're rally
host for
already?
11 viewers. Bits donated by Cardinal and Cracer Link.
Much love,
Cracer
boys.
Leak. Cracer
He's
Leak.
leaking.
It's now.
Much
It's
love.
now.
His dolphin is
Now
leaking.
absolutely
The
canon.
dolphin is leaking.
Followers. Thank you very much to the Big J. JJ, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much, my man. Mage of Exodus, Kramer.
Ooh.
We also had Tunloik come in really quick. I didn't notice him in the chat, but I tell you what, thank you for the follow, my friend. My fellow weeb. And
We've shrunk.
we
shrunk.
I really do appreciate everyone's support. Stay tuned, of course, for more news coming up, because I am going to announce a stream schedule very soon. That's another one of the upcoming fun news you will hear in the next few days. I don't know if it's going to happen as early as Thursday, but I feel like there might be a second stream this week. Maybe even a third. You don't know until you find out. But I thank you all. Everyone, have a
You don't
wonderful
say that.
evening. Stand by for the host.
I'll stand by.
Standing by. You are good to go, Dr. Phil.
You see, you guys are like a chat that just won't be quiet, and
Derp, derpity derp 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 derp.